Bernard of Clairvaux was one of the most influential Christian leaders of the Middle Ages, a monk, preacher, theologian, and hymn-shaping spiritual voice whose impact still echoes today. Born in 1090 into a noble family in Burgundy, Bernard received a strong classical and biblical education. At just 22 years old, he made a radical decision. He entered the small, struggling Cistercian monastery of Quito, a reform movement that emphasized simplicity, humility, manual labor, and deep devotion to Christ, especially Christ crucified. Bernard didn't go alone. His passion drew more than 30 relatives and friends to join him. Soon after, Bernard was sent to establish a new monastery at Clairvaux, where he became abbot. Under his leadership, Clairvaux flourished. By the time of his death, Bernard had helped found or inspire hundreds of monasteries across Europe, making the Cistercians a dominant spiritual force. Bernard's theology was deeply affectional rather than academic. While he was highly intelligent, he distrusted cold speculation. Instead, he emphasized love for Jesus, humility, repentance, and a heartfelt relationship with God. He is especially known for his devotion to the suffering Christ, meditating on Jesus' wounds, sacrifice, and love displayed on the cross. This focus directly connects Bernard to the hymn, "O Sacred Head, Now Wounded." The text of the hymn comes from a medieval Latin poem traditionally attributed to Bernard, Salve Mundi, Salutare, Hail, Salvation of the World. Though modern scholars debate exact authorship, the poem perfectly reflects Bernard's spirituality, intimate, reverent, and centered on Christ's passion. The hymn does something unusual for its time. It addresses Jesus personally, contemplating his wounded head crowned with thorns, not to evoke pity alone, but to awaken love, gratitude, and surrender in the believer's heart. Beyond hymnody, Bernard was a powerful preacher and church leader. He advised popes, confronted heresies, and famously supported the Second Crusade in action later criticized, showing that even great saints were shaped by their times. Bernard died in 1153 and was later named a doctor of the Church. Today, he is remembered not for complex theology, but for teaching the Church how to love Christ deeply, especially through meditation on his suffering. His legacy lives on every time believers sing, "O Sacred Head, Now Wounded, with grief and shame weighed down." Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more hymn history.